Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, where we test another version of the Spectre. It's the same as before. KSP just happened to have one lying around that they needed to test with because there was an update to Ferram Aerospace Research Mod, which reintroduced structural failures, meaning you could rip your wings off. So we're going to test this Spectre 2.5 and see if the wings will rip off at all if we try to fly. So it could be entertaining, or it could go perfect. No idea. So, let's give it a try. Not to worry, my two pilots are able to safely eject. Well, there's parachutes anyway. We are airborne. Bring the gear up. Bring the flaps up. Whoops, wrong direction. There we go. From what I've been reading, obviously if you stay at a low angle of attack, you will be fine. Tight turn. Let's get going faster here, see what happens. .76 Mach. Gets a little wobbly. That front portion of the fuselage really likes to flex. You can see it flexing. Oh, aerodynamic failure. What was that? Oh, that's not good. That fell off. Did you see that? That was... Where was that? Joint between... Aerodynamic stresses. So, if we go really fast at lower level, see there, that's right in there, that's where it fell off. Part of the wing. Going quite fast. 0.75. He's holding up so far. 0.77. Pull some G's, see what happens. Ooh, oh boy! Wow! Oh boy! Wow! That, yikes. Don't worry, the crew is still safe. They are still okay. I'm just... oh boy. I don't have any gear on this portion here. It flew off. But I have parachutes. So we'll just glide down here a little bit. Get closer to... okay, let's pop them. There we go. Oh, we're good. Whew. Well, that's what happens when we try and pull a few G's at low level in the Spectre 2.5, thanks to the Ferram Aerospace Research update. But it's good. I like it. Let's see if we can work with it. I'm going to do another test at higher altitude and maybe even get it into orbit and see what happens. Gonna get into orbit with one and then deorbit, just to make sure everything is okay. But these guys are safe once they land here. Boink. Didn't need that light anyway down there. Cool. Well, that was a few $1 billion down the drain for KSP, but hey, it's all in the name of science, right? Yeah. Alright, we're back. We're going to try and get this third Spectre now, since the one before disintegrated. We have our same two pilots as before. They got a few days rest, and they're back at it, ready to do some more test flights, because they are quite brave. Airborne, we're going to try and get this one into orbit, and then deorbit, to see if it will disintegrate on re-entry. Hopefully it doesn't. At higher altitude where the air is thinner, there should be less pressure on the wings to break apart, but we will see. Well, our two pilots, Shanson and Phil Hatt. I'm not quite sure they're enjoying themselves. They seem to be pretty darn worried. I'm worried too. We're nearing Mach 1. This is where things get iffy. Alright, we broke through Mach 1. Good. Any structural failures? Nope, we're good. Okay. Whew. At least the one good thing about this plane, well, another good thing I suppose, other than being able to warp and stuff, is that the pilots are fairly isolated up here from all the calamity that happens in the aft section, such as wings breaking off, and there's parachutes up here that they'll hopefully stay safe most of the time. Let's level out more. And any structural failures? No, we're alright. Let's get as much speed as we can right around here. This is where our engines are going to produce maximum thrust. We're starting to get some re-entry effects. Oh, we're losing some altitude, don't want to do that. We're at Mach 2.3. A little more difficult to control than last time. Everything seems to be a little slower. Keep climbing up through 15,000 meters, and we'll really start pulling up around 17 or 18 or so. Hopefully we can break 1,000 meters a second on the jet engines again. That'd be nice. Obviously you want to get going as fast as you can with these jet engines, because once you switch over to rocket fuel, you're burning that stuff much quicker. Any failures? No, good. Turn the RCS on to help us out a little bit. Alright, let's pull up. To the stars! Johnson and Phil Hatt are in full concentration mode. They're watching for those structural failures like a hawk. Without blinking, look at him. Just sitting there, expecting the worst. Broke 1,000 meters a second. Let's keep pulling up. Let's keep pulling up. Prepare for boosters. Switching to Sabre engines. Well, Sabre engine. Apoap's at 33 kilometers. We're looking good. Johnson and Phil Hatt, you're in the home stretch. Can't have structural failure way up here. Boosters at quarter full. This is my most efficient orbit so far. We're out of the atmosphere before boosters have gone. Nice separation of those. We're now making our circularization maneuver now. Nuclear engines firing. Did a little bit of messing around yesterday with fusion jet engines, or fusion jet turbines, or whatever. And those are pretty cool. Really cool engine effect on those. But the problem is I needed to have, in order to get it to work, I had to have the nuclear reactor right next to the engine, or I had to attach the engine to the nuclear reactor. So it was, I was trying to figure out, well, shoot, how could I do that with a space plane? Get it into orbit, same way with the Spectre, but also have a nuclear jet engine, essentially. So I could take it to Lake Eve or Duna, a place that has an atmosphere where I want to be able to fly around. But actually, that needed intake air to work, I think. So actually, it might not work. Welcome back. We are preparing for our deorbit burn. The brave Johnson and Phil Hatt preparing for the worst. Holy shit, we're going to be coming into the atmosphere here soon. Oh shit. Oh, this is not good. Well, if I wanted to do a structural failure, this is how I do it. Come on. Come on, slow down. Oh no. If I can't get this under control by the time we hit 50, this'll be bad. Alright, come on. Back to the left here. Oh. Slowly. Alright, now. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, back. There we go. Slowly now. I think we got it. Let's shut down. Let's shut down the nukes, turn on the jets, and hold on to your butts. Things are looking good so far. Turn that off, turn that off. Want to be at a higher angle of attack at a higher altitude to lose more speed. Once we get down to the thicker altitude, if we're at a higher angle of attack, it's going to hurt. Oh boy, we're really overshooting. Big air brakes time. Try to get that back to the Kerbal Space Center area. We're doing good. Slowing right on down. Air brakes didn't rip us to pieces. That's quite good. Slower you can be at a higher altitude on re-entry, the better in terms of trying to deal with some extreme structural failure possibilities. Alright, we'll bring the air brakes back in here. Well, put them out for another few seconds. We're pretty much just going to glide back into KSC. Actually, you know what? There's a lot of cloud cover down there. We're going to need our ILS system. KSC Tower, this is Spectre 2.5-3. We are at 16,000 meters. Requesting landing, over. See if we can do it by not using our jet engines at all. See if it's possible. Oh boy. Let's get under Mach 1. We're getting down to some thicker stuff. There we go. This is a much more controllable speed. Oh yeah, look at that. Coming through the clouds. Oh man, that's pretty. Let's really slow down here. We got this in the bag. Stage 1 of flaps down. Stage 2, gears coming down. Stage 3 of flaps. Oops, I didn't mean to touch it. There we go. Bring the rest of the air brakes back up. Let's see if we can do this. Oh boy, I don't know. We're getting kind of slow. Pitch up here, flare for that landing. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Now the air brakes can come out. Wonderful. Great test. The Spectre 2.5 is good for the new update of Ferram. We even got her stopped. I didn't even touch the brakes. We got her stopped before the first turnoff here. Now we'll turn the brakes on a little bit. Pulse them. And now we'll taxi on in here. Get up to 0.75 and do a slow pull to above 9 Gs. There we go. Oh, there we are. Oh. Let's get over back to KSC. It's not working. We're gonna land in the ocean. Well, that was interesting. Let's try it again. That was fun. Oh boy, this is going to hurt. Aerodynamic failure. There we go. There's some stuff flying off. High dynamic pressure. If I pull up, everything's going to explode. How about let's try air brakes. Everything's normal. Sort of. Oh, there goes. That's not good. Things are falling off. Oh! We'll glide her back down here and call her quits, and we'll see you next time, where I am going to launch a refueling node to go up and rendezvous with the Spectre Orbiter 2.5 with Bill and Jeb as the pilots, and then, once refueled, we will take it on a journey across the solar system. Where we will go, I haven't decided yet, but could be many stops. So join me as we start our journey together across the stars. See you next time.